Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Iconic Messengers, broadcasting live from the Content Hub of Dallas. I am Pat Hilton, the most dangerous man in the game. Say the name. Let's get into it. Tactical Tuesday. All right, so check it out. A lot of people have been asking me, how do I do daily social media marketing? And there's a couple different ways to go about it. One of them converts way better than the other one. And that is batch recording specific content where you are talking directly to the camera. Now, there's a lot of people out there that do shows just like this. It is easy to launch a show. It's so easy to do a podcast or a show that I can literally hit record and do it every single day. I'm doing it right now. Now I got my own show. That's how easy it is. That's actually the problem with podcasting. It's too easy. And for a lot of listeners and a lot of viewers of social media content, it's a turnoff because they don't want to listen to you talk for an hour or 2 hours or 3 hours. They want digestible clips in 30 seconds that can help them make a decision on what they need to do regarding some kind of task list or how-to or tutorial that you've given them, or whether they want to follow you and do business with you or not. And so if you cannot communicate to people in 15 to 30-second intervals what you do, why you should be the trusted solution, and how people can get a hold of you, they're not going to do business with you. And this is something that people overlook when it comes to social media marketing. You have to talk directly to the user. And so I think shows like this, podcasts like this, they're very nice, they're fun, and they're easy. The problem with podcasting is it's so easy that any idiot can do it. And so therefore, all these people have podcasts, but they're not specific enough when they speak directly to their audience with their social media content. That's why they don't go viral. They don't get the big followings, and they don't convert at the highest levels. Real marketers talk directly to their audience. When you see any type of a commercial that someone has paid to advertise on television, the person is talking directly to the camera for 30 seconds. You pay for a 30-second spot. At the Super Bowl, people pay tens of millions of dollars for 30-second spots at the Super Bowl. Why? Because they can talk directly to their audience. Now, people like, an Oprah Winfrey or a big name host like that, well, they're able to get that face-to-face pitch from people like that on like a show like this because that person is ultimately a personal brand. And that's actually why I'm doing my show this way, so that I can talk directly to the user, directly to the audience, direct connection, because I think that too many people do this type of a content style and they interview people and then you go to their page and you watch their content and you're like, okay, well, it doesn't even feel like this person's page. It just feels like a all over the place conversation. Who's this person? I don't know who they are. I did not come here to see that person. Who's this person? I don't know who they are. I did not come here to see that person. When you go to Oprah Winfrey's page, you're looking to see Oprah Winfrey. When you go to Kamala Harris's page, you want to see Kamala. When you go to Donald Trump's page, you want to see Donald Trump. You have to understand that when people go to your social media, they're going there to see you. So if they go to your page and they see everything but you, they're never going to follow you, and you're going to have a harder time converting. That's why it's important to film content that's you speaking directly to your audience. This is the Tactical Tuesday lesson of the week. Get your phone out. If you don't have a budget for an agency like ours, and get your phone out and record videos of you talking directly to your audience. Again, this is exactly why I'm doing the show this way, solo, Han Solo style. I could sit here and babble for hours with almost any influencer. I could probably get not any, but a lot of really big business influencers would probably come on and will come on to do interviews with me. But the problem with that style is, stylistically, it can be hard to understand whose page am I looking at, especially if no one knows who you are. If you're Joe Rogan, you can interview whoever you want. But if you'll notice, the Joe Rogan podcast is a separate thing from Joe Rogan's personal brand. So I want everyone to understand that when you are branding yourself, you are the brand. For a lot of us, you are the brand. I am the brand. People want to follow you, listen to you, get advice from you, and do business with you. Not Joey Bozo, who's got no expertise in your category, and you guys sit around and have conversations for hours that no one wants to listen to. It doesn't convert. And so one of the people who's actually good at this is Steve Trang. Steve Trang is a solo interviewer. Real Estate Disruptors is the name of this show. So while I do talk smack, I also give props for the other side of the argument. This does work. Steve Trang is great at interviewing people. Everybody knows Real Estate Disruptors is Steve Trang, not Steve and Billy, not Steve and Jimmy, not Steve and Laura. It's Steve Trang's show. Therefore, anytime you go to like clip something up or you go to clip something out, it's always Steve talking to somebody. Steve featuring another expert. You got to be really, really careful about this. We're seeing this a lot across the board of people doing this really, really well and people doing this really, really poorly. Andy Frisella does a lot of really great podcasting. It's him and one other co-host the whole time. But it's Andy Frisella's personal YouTube channel that you go and you follow. It's Gary Vaynerchuk's personal channel that you go and you follow to see his show. So you got to make sure you understand that's how I'm doing it. That's how the experts do it. I'm doing a show, plus I'm doing the other content that I'm telling you to do, which is face-to-face content for conversions. You have to speak directly to your audience in 15 to 30-second intervals. The reason why I'm shooting the show live the way I'm doing it, and by the way, I'm trying to do it every single day but Sundays, but I have a plan for Sundays, because I think that the consistency just completely overwhelms your opponent in any category. The more consistent you are, the faster you are, the more efficient and your outcome is dictated by action, the better you're going to get. You're going to eventually get so good, nobody can touch you. And so anytime I do something like this, I do it every single day or I don't do it at all. I do not drink alcohol. I have not drank alcohol in almost 6 years. When I drank, dude, I'm drinking the whole bottle of Jameson. Or I'm not drinking at all. I don't drink at all. I'll never drink again. It's like jail juice for me. A really good record of that happening. And I don't want that to happen anymore. So I'm not going to use it anymore. And so ask yourself, if you want a specific result with your social media strategy, it is Tactical Tuesday. Specific results mean that you have to film and produce you saying specific things, not broad, not a 40-minute conversation, not an hour. You talking directly to your audience. If you go to Grant Cardone or Gary V's page or, again, someone campaigning for president, they're speaking directly to their audience. I mean, unless it's Joe Biden, no one knows who he's talking to anymore. But, you know, Kamala and Trump, directly to their audience, directly to their voters. Why? Because they want to have that conversation with them to try and get their vote. You have to have the conversation with your audience, just like I'm doing right now, one-on-one, if you want to get the conversion. I just knocked my phone off the ledge because I'm giving you so much heat. Smacked it off the desk. So you got to think about that. When you film for social media and you want conversions or clients, film directly to the camera, not talking to Billy, not talking to Steve. Because after a while, people are going to see that and they're going to say, he's not even talking to me. He doesn't even care about me. You got to think about, what does the user think? So Tactical Tuesday, speak directly to your audience on social media, one-on-one. Film content that is 15 to 30 seconds, 30 to 45 seconds of you giving tactical tips, how-tos, bullet points, lists of how people can get results. Position yourself as the expert for the call to action. That's how you're going to grow your following. Because in reality, unless you're already a big deal, most of the time, people are not going to watch your podcast or listen to your podcast. It doesn't mean you shouldn't do one. Look, I'm doing one right now. Look how easy it is. I literally hit live and record because I'm a one-man wrecking crew when it comes to production. I don't even need help. I'm a whole team. That's how easy it is. Easy doesn't get you the biggest results. It's easy for me to walk every day, but it's hard for me to walk every day and then go lift in the afternoon. Now it's getting a little hard, right? But if I want a specific result, I have to do both. If you want conversions, you have to speak directly to the camera, directly to your customer, directly to your audience, directly to your voting base, whatever it is, if you want conversions. So make sure you understand that. Anytime you see a big time commercial that someone spent tens of millions of dollars on, I mean, are they sitting around drinking whiskey and smoking cigars, acting like rich entrepreneurs? No, that does not convert. They're talking directly to the camera in 30-second intervals because that's what works. Again, nothing wrong with having a show. Look, I'm on a show. I've got a show now. Nobody cares. What are you going to do for me? What are you going to do for me? How are you going to do it? Have you got results? How can I get a hold of you? So if you're filming content for social media, you want to talk directly to the customer. You want to give them tips, tricks, hacks that they can use to go out and get results right now. Not Billy closed a $400,000 assignment fee. Nobody cares that you closed a $400,000 assignment fee in San Bernardino, California. Nobody gives a fuck, actually. In fact, it's probably annoying to a user that hasn't closed anything when they see you talking about your big deal. How did you do it? Why don't you make a 30-second, 40-second breakdown of how you actually did that deal so somebody else can go get the deal? Then they're going to come follow you because now you spoke directly to the audience. We see this at conferences. I've hosted as an MC some of the biggest conferences in the entire game. And the best speakers speak directly to the audience, directly to the person in the front row, directly to the person in the middle, directly to the person in the back. The shitty speakers talk at the audience. They don't talk to them. They talk at them. No, I don't want to hear you talk at me like you're so above me or you're not paying attention to me. And so what happens when those people start to go? Nobody pays attention. People go out in the hallway and they network. People, go have a drink at the bar in Vegas because I don't want to hear this guy talk at me. I want someone who's going to talk to me. Brad Lee gets up there, starts talking to the audience. Doom, you right over here. Boom, boom, it has a nice jacket. He knows how to talk to the audience. If you're not talking directly to your audience on camera, what are you even filming for? Think about that this week when you're making social media content. You are better off saving hours and hours and hours and hours of your time filming shows and get into the studio for 1 hour with a real expert and film things that are going to convert for your brand in 30 to 45 seconds. That's what I did to get all the attention of the biggest people in the industry. And that's what you should do if you want conversions. 30 to 45 second videos directly to your audience. Tell them what you can do. Show them what you've done and tell them how they can get a hold of you so you can get more deals, drive more connections, and create more revenue in your business. Hey, but what do I know? I've only done this a gazillion times. Come on, man. It's Tactical Tuesday. Your boy going live on the Book of Faces. It's the Content Hub of Dallas, Iconic Messengers. Get to work. 30-second videos, post them daily.